Hey everyone, it's Dr. Bravo here. And if you're like me, waking up some mornings feeling like you got hit by a truck with that nagging tightness in your chest or legs that just won't quit, then stick around. We're talking about clogged arteries today, that sneaky buildup that zaps your energy as we get older. But don't worry, I'm not pushing pills or scary surgeries. Nope, just simple, natural stuff you can start today to get your blood flowing better and feel more like your old self. Imagine starting your day with a bit more spring in your step, maybe even chasing after the grandkids without huffing and puffing. It's possible, and it doesn't have to be complicated. I've seen it work for so many folks, including myself. Look, I've been there personally. A few years back, I hit 60, and suddenly climbing stairs felt like a marathon. My doctor mentioned my arteries might be getting a little backed up from years of not-so-great habits. And it hit me. I didn't want to rely on meds if I could help it. Turns out, small habits can make a huge difference, like tweaking what I eat or adding a short walk. These aren't overnight miracles, but they add up over time, giving your body the support it needs to heal naturally. Let's break it down into 7 easy pillars. No overwhelm, promise. We'll chat through each one like we're sitting at the kitchen table over a cup of coffee, sharing stories and tips that actually work. First up, load up on artery-loving foods. Your arteries are like the pipes in an old house. Get them gunked up with plaque from cholesterol and inflammation, and everything slows down, leading to that tired, sluggish feeling. But food can be your plumber, helping to clear out the junk without harsh chemicals. Stuff like berries, spinach, carrots, nuts, and fatty fish. Think wild-caught salmon are packed with antioxidants, fiber, and healthy fats that scrub those artery walls clean and reduce buildup. These nutrients fight oxidation, which is like rust forming inside your vessels, and they promote better blood flow so you have more energy for the things you love. I remember my Aunt Eleanor. She was in her 70s, always huffing after a short walk to the mailbox, living on fried chicken and biscuits from her southern roots. We sat down one afternoon, and I suggested swapping in some berries for breakfast instead of her usual sugary cereal. She was skeptical at first, thinking healthy food meant bland salads, but she tried it. Blueberries and strawberries mixed into oatmeal. Boom! Within a month, she was chasing her grandkids around the yard without gasping for air. It wasn't magic. It was her body responding to those natural helpers. Science backs this up too. The American Heart Association says folks over 60 who eat more fruits and veggies can drop their risk of artery issues by up to 20%. That's a real number from studies tracking thousands of people, showing how these foods lower bad cholesterol and inflammation. So how do you make this part of your routine without turning your life upside down? Try this. Throw together a quick salad for lunch, mixed greens, a handful of almonds for crunch, and a bit of grilled salmon on top. Dress it with olive oil and lemon for flavor. Or, if chopping veggies feels like too much on a tough day, blend up a smoothie. Throw in spinach, berries, a banana, and some yogurt. It's easy on the teeth if chewing's a hassle as we age. Pro tip. Add crushed garlic to your meals whenever you can. That pungent little bulb is a natural cholesterol buster with compounds like allicin that relax blood vessels and lower plaque. But don't overcook it. Keep it raw in salads or lightly sautéed to preserve the power. Studies from places like the National Institutes of Health confirm garlic can drop cholesterol levels by 10 to 15% when used regularly. And let's mix it up to keep things interesting so you don't get bored. Pomegranate seeds sprinkled on yogurt one day for that tangy burst, or a handful of walnuts the next as a snack. My grandpa swore by walnuts daily. He'd sit on the porch cracking them open while telling war stories from his youth, and he lived to 95 with a sharp mind and steady heart. Those omega-3 fatty acids in walnuts keep arteries flexible, like well-oiled hinges on a door, preventing stiffness that comes with age. A Harvard study even highlighted how nuts like these fight inflammation in the arteries, reducing the risk of blockages. Avoid the common trap of cutting all fats from your diet, thinking they're the enemy. Actually, the good ones, from avocados, olive oil, or seeds, protect your heart by raising good cholesterol. Drizzle a little extra virgin olive oil on your veggies or salads. It turns ordinary meals into something delicious without extra calories. Start small, maybe just one artery-friendly swap a day, and track how you feel after a week. You'll likely notice more pep in your step, less fatigue in the afternoons. This pillar is all about nourishing from the inside out, giving your body the tools to heal itself naturally. Okay, moving on to pillar 2. Get moving, but gently. No need for gym rat stuff or intense workouts that leave you sore for days. Think of your heart as an engine in a classic car that needs a little revving to stay smooth and efficient. Regular light activity oils it up, strengthens the heart muscle, widens those blood vessels, and eases the pressure that builds up from sitting too much. It reduces the chance of blockages forming and makes you feel more alive, ready for hobbies like gardening, playing cards with friends, or just enjoying a stroll in the park. Variety is key to sticking with it. Don't limit yourself to just walks. If you've got access to a community pool, try water aerobics. It feels like floating and takes the weight off your knees. Or do simple yoga stretches on the carpet, focusing on gentle flows that open up your chest and improve blood flow. A Mayo Clinic report highlights how these activities naturally widen arteries and cut inflammation over time. Pair it with music from the good old days, like Elvis or Sinatra on that dusty radio, and it turns from a task into a joyful highlight of your day. You'll feel the mood lift from those endorphins rushing through, making everything seem a bit brighter. Think about my Aunt Louise at 75. She turned everyday chores into movement, dusting high shelves with a little extra reach or marching in place while watering her plants. It was her secret exercise that kept her arteries flexible without needing a fancy routine. We teased her about it, but her doctor praised the results. No need for blood pressure meds. Weave it into your day like this: a short stroll after breakfast to get the blood pumping, chair yoga during the afternoon news, or gentle arm circles before bed to wind down. Note the lift in your energy and mood after a few days. It's real, and it motivates you to keep going. This pillar keeps the momentum building, turning small steps into big changes for your heart health. Pillar 3. Don't forget to hydrate. Yeah, it sounds basic, but it's a game changer. As we age, our thirst signals can fade, making it easy to go hours without a sip, which thickens the blood and leads to clogs or even clots. Proper hydration keeps your blood thin and swift, easier for the heart to pump through those arteries, preventing buildup and supporting overall comfort. You wake up feeling refreshed instead of parched, with better skin, joints, and energy levels throughout the day. Why focus on this? Research from the National Institutes of Health found that seniors who drink enough water reduce their risk of blood clots by 25%. It's simple biology. Water thins the blood, easing the load on your vital highways and reducing strain on the heart. Dehydration sneaks up on us, especially with meds or coffee habits, but staying ahead of it pays off big time. Let me share about Mrs. Clara from my clinic, 74 years old and always feeling dizzy mid-morning, like the room was spinning. We dug in and discovered her routine, gulping coffee all day but skipping plain water. That's a common mistake, thinking caffeinated drinks hydrate the same way, but they actually dry you out more by acting as diuretics. Clara switched to steady sips of water throughout the day, and soon her afternoons brightened up with no more foggy spells or headaches. She even said her skin looked better, like a bonus. How to make it happen without feeling like you're forcing it? Aim for 6 to 8 glasses daily, sipping steadily rather than chugging all at once to avoid bathroom runs every hour. If plain water bores you, try herbal teas like chamomile or peppermint, warm in winter or iced in summer. They count toward your total and add a soothing flavor. Start with 1 glass at breakfast alongside your meds, another with lunch, and keep going. Make it tasty by infusing slices of cucumber, lemon, or berries overnight in a pitcher. Those additions provide natural electrolytes that help hydration absorb better and stick around longer. Avoid the error of ignoring those quiet thirst signals. As we get older, they don't shout as loud, so be proactive with reminders. Pro tip for us older folks: place your favorite mug or water bottle right by your armchair or side table as a visual cue, especially if medications cause dry mouth. Water with your morning pills, a herbal tea break midday for a relaxing pause, and a small glass in the evening, but not too much right before bed to avoid nighttime trips. Notice how your joints feel less stiff, your energy more consistent, like oiling those rusty hinges after a good rain. This pillar flows naturally into everything else, making the other changes even more effective. Now, pillar 4, tame that stress before it takes over. Life's worries, family, health, bills, the news, can pile up and make your heart race, kinking your arteries like a twisted garden hose and building pressure that leads to plaque. But incorporating simple stress-reducing practices widens them back out naturally, eases the flow, and leads to better sleep and fewer nagging thoughts. You reclaim a sense of peace, one breath at a time, which is huge for long-term heart health. Why prioritize this in our golden years? The evidence is clear from a Harvard Health study. Daily relaxation techniques can cut artery tension by up to 30% in folks over 60. It's your nervous system resetting, lowering inflammation and cortisol levels that otherwise damage vessel walls over time. How to weave this in without it feeling like another chore? Keep it simple. Dedicate just 10 minutes a day to something calming. Try deep breathing. Sit comfy in your favorite spot, maybe by a window with sunlight. Inhale slowly for 4 counts, hold gently, then exhale for 4. Repeat a few times, letting thoughts drift like leaves on a stream. No need for perfection, it's about the practice. If your mind wanders to worries or memories, gently guide it back without scolding yourself. That's part of the process. Shift to other options for variety. Guided imagery, where you visualize a peaceful beach from your youth, waves lapping gently. The American Psychological Association notes this can expand arteries like a warm soak for those rusty hinges, promoting relaxation deep down. Breathe deeply after your morning coffee to start the day calm. Meditate during a quiet afternoon read, or unwind with imagery before lights out. Notice how worries fade and energy returns as a result. Pro tip crafted for us: blend it with happy recollections, like flipping through family albums while breathing. It makes the practice personal and more potent at melting tension, especially if those memories stir warmth in your heart. This pillar restores balance to your days, easing life's ride so you can enjoy more of what matters. Pillar 5. Prioritize restful sleep patterns. It's when your body does its best repair work. Those restless nights staring at the ceiling, with thoughts whirling and mornings bringing grogginess, can worsen artery issues by keeping inflammation high. But quality sleep is like an overnight crew in a workshop, quietly repairing vessels, dialing down blood pressure, flushing toxins, and building resilience. You rise renewed, ready for coffee, conversation, and whatever the day brings. Why does this stand out for us? A study from the Sleep Research Society showed that adults over 65 getting 7 to 8 hours nightly reduced artery plaque by 18%. It's true restoration, giving your system time to heal from daily wear and tear. Target 7 to 8 hours consistently. Craft a wind-down routine. Dim lights an hour before bed. Skip screens in favor of a book or soft chat with a loved one. Cool the room to around 65 degrees for comfort. Slip under covers at the same time nightly to train your internal clock. Join in a simple ritual. Breathe slow. Let your limbs sink into the mattress, surrendering gently to the night. Explore different flavors of rest for variety. Add lavender scents to your pillow or white noise from a fan to drown out distractions. Blend it into your daily life. In the evening, journal any worries to get them out of your head. Then, cue bedtime with that herbal tea. Rise with the morning light to keep your rhythm steady. Track the freshness you feel each day. It motivates consistency. Use a soft eye mask or earplugs if you're sensitive to light or sounds. And keep naps short, under 30 minutes, to avoid interfering with night sleep. Align with your natural rhythm, especially if afternoons naturally call for a quick rest. This pillar recharges you deeply, fueling brighter tomorrows and making all the other pillars work even better. Now, Pillar 6. Explore safe, natural supplements to give your efforts an extra nudge. These gentle boosters work alongside your food and habits, enhancing artery flexibility and helping sweep away debris quietly. They're like adding premium additives to your classic car's fuel, smoothing out the ride without overhauling the engine. You might notice a subtle lift in how you move through the day, with less fatigue and more steadiness. Why add this now? The research speaks volumes. A study from the Journal of Nutrition found that omega-3 supplements in seniors over 60 60 improved artery elasticity by 22%. It's nature aiding your body's cleanup crew, reducing stiffness and promoting smoother flow without harsh side effects. Try omega-3 capsules from fish oil or algae for plant-based, or garlic extract for cholesterol support. Take once daily with a meal to aid absorption. Start low, maybe one capsule at breakfast, and build if it feels right. Visualize the ease. Check the label for purity, swallow gently with water, and see it as an ally, boosting your natural efforts. Pair omega-3 with breakfast eggs for synergy, garlic with your lunch salad, and skip evenings to avoid any tummy woes. Note your feelings weekly. More pep, less ache, and tweak with your doc's nod. Choose senior blends that are smaller and easier to swallow, with better absorption for our changing bodies. This pillar amplifies your foundation gently, letting nature's gifts enhance every heartbeat. Finally, Pillar 7. Monitor and maintain with regular check-ins to keep everything on track. You've built a strong engine with the other pillars, but like a cherished classic car on a long drive, regular pit stops spot tiny rattles before they become big problems. Keeping tabs ensures small issues stay small, lets you celebrate wins, and builds trust in your heart's steady beat for more vibrant years ahead. Why make this a habit? The facts from the American College of Cardiology show that routine checks in those over 65 catch artery concerns early, boosting long-term wellness by 25%. It's proactive care, nipping potential problems and fine-tuning your routine like adjusting spark plugs for peak performance. Keep it light. Schedule yearly doctor chats for basics like blood pressure, cholesterol tests, or simple scans if recommended. At home daily, jot how your VIM feels. More zip after lunch? Less ache climbing stairs? Use a notepad or even a phone app for ease. Spot shifts yourself and bring them to your appointments. For a hands-on glimpse, wrap a home blood pressure cuff snug around your arm. Press start and read the numbers calmly. Note them down for patterns. It's simple empowerment. Weave it into your days. Review notes monthly over tea for reflection. Book that yearly checkup early to avoid waits, and share your wins with loved ones for encouragement. Feel the confidence build as you take the wheel. Grab a basic cuff. It's your dashboard between professional tune-ups, putting gentle control in your hands. Whew, that's our 7 pillars wrapped up. You've now got the tools to unclog those arteries naturally, boost your vitality, and add more active, joyful years to your life. Start with 1 or 2 that resonate most, maybe food and movement as great kickoffs, and build from there. Remember, it's about progress, not perfection. Listen to your body and adjust as you go. If you've got a heart health tip of your own, or you've tried something from here and want to share how it went, drop it in the comments below. I read every single one, and let's build a community of encouragement for each other. Hit that like button if this helped you out. Subscribe for more Real Talk Wellness videos just like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself. Bye!